Hey guys, it's Lauren Yates from Rave here, and today we're going to be chatting over Skype with American singer and dancer Amin-Ra. Hey man, how you going today?
Hi, what's going on? It's Yates from Australia. How you doing?
Woohoo! Welcome back to Rave It Up. This is your second time on the show, for those who don't know.
That's for family.
I know. Oh, well, yes, just call it your second home, because it technically is, right?
Yes, it is. Definitely is.
Now, the last time you were on the show was actually May 2015, believe it or not. This is around the time that your track Party of a Lifetime came out, so quite a long time ago now. How did that all go? Did you get the response that you were after?
Well, the funny thing is, music is funny because I'm actually getting people looking for the song now. Because it's such a commercial song, people are actually looking for something with the song now. Because it was a top 40 pop song, it was hard to market because it was very expensive. Top 40 songs like that, like Party of a Lifetime, are very, very expensive. So it was hard to market it. I had a full video, behind the scenes of the video, but to market a pop song is like thousands of dollars, especially to these certain radio stations and things like that.
But look at that, it's still, 2018 now? That was 2015. People are still looking it up, so.
It's funny, there's a lot of records that's out now, but people don't know they're like 3 or 4 years old. And like people are just hearing it now, and a lot of artists get frustrated with their music because they're like, oh my god, I heard this song so much, but it's like, no, the world hasn't heard it yet. So until the world actually hears it, it's still a new song.
Absolutely, and I've played it on the show several times, and everyone's loving it.
I love you for that. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. You're going international. Woohoo!
That's what I want. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah, so we can get you over here in Australia again.
That's the goal, Lauren. That's exactly.
So that we can actually meet face to face properly next time.
I would love that. I would love that.
You're technically family, man. Like, even my mom and dad talk about you and they're like, he is so good. Like, we can't wait to hear the next interview. And
we're gonna make it great, yeah. We're gonna make it great.
Since we last spoke, you have released a few amazing tracks. You got Finish, Talk My Shit, and Silhouette. Plus, you've also released an EP called FINAO, which stands for Failure is Not an Option. That's amazing. You must be so proud.
You know what it is? I'm very proud, and I kind of live by that, like that motto, failure is not an option, because as an artist, especially an independent artist, like failure is always in the back of our mind because we don't have certain backings, we don't have certain things, and then we see ups and downs and we're not sure if we're going to do it. And then if you keep a motto like FINAO in the back of your head, failure is not an option, that drives you, it pushes you to think like, okay, you know what, even though I want to quit, it's not an option.
So you came up with the name yourself, obviously.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I love it. It stands out, and when people hear FINAO, they're like, oh, what does that stand for? So
I'm trying to get that on t-shirts or something.
Absolutely. Sell them. Oh my god, I'd buy one. Now, there is a music video out as well for your song Finish for everyone to check out. And you are surrounded by beautiful women. Like, what a fun shoot. It must have been a very hard day for you.
But you know what it is? It's so tough because you see the edits, but it kind of was a hard day because getting so many women, especially beautiful women, together at a certain time, and then getting everybody there, everybody's in their diva mode, but then getting it to come together, the stress is like usually before it. Like during the shoot, everything was wonderful. Before it, it's like, okay, what time are they going to be here? Is the makeup going to be here? Is the makeup going to be here? Like that was the mostly stress part. But everything after that, it kind of flowed. I had a great team. I was very specific with the shots, and I wanted to make sure it was more about the singing, not too much dancing, but more about me as an artist. So I really enjoyed that shoot. It was lots of fun.
Well, something I really liked about it is there was all types of women in it as well, all beautiful in their own right. So did you pick them all yourself?
Of course, I had to call in a bunch of favors for a lot of my friends because a lot of them are dancers, a lot of them are models, but then a lot of them were just regular friends from the street. And I was like, you know what? I don't want it to be like the stereotypical music video where everybody's trying to look glamorous. I said, I really specifically want y'all to look like y'all are having a good time. And that was the whole point about it.
Absolutely. And I was jealous. I was like, what a fun shoot to be on.
You know what's funny? The name of the song is Finished, but I was going to call it, if you see in my bio, I was going to call it the finale. So the name of the song was supposed to be the finale, but that's like by the time I'm finished. So when we rewrote it and restructured it, I wanted it to be like a finale song. Like this is the coup de grace. This is it. And I wanted it to be that, you know?
Well, only up from here now.
Yes.
Absolutely. And how long there was some dancing in the music video too, so how long did that dance sequence take for you to film?
Well, because I choreographed. I started out as a choreographer and a dancer. That was kind of easy, but I kind of delegated this time to a friend of mine. He was in the end of the video when we were doing the part where I was doing the rap, and the guys that were behind me, one of the guys is a friend of mine. He choreographed it. I let him delegate it so I could focus on singing and stuff like that. But that took like maybe 2 rehearsals. It was 2 rehearsals. It was cut up. I wanted to do more, but they were like, no, let's focus on you being an artist, because if you dance too much, they're going to go back to Bam Bam, the dancer. And it's like, let's focus on you being an artist. So I would say 2 rehearsals, 2 full rehearsals, 8 hours tops.
That must have been like so hard for you to delegate all the dancing, something else that you love, and it's like, oh, I'm just going to leave it.
It was like, I want to do it. But you know what? It was a very big exhale for me, because that was just something I didn't have to worry about amongst everything else, especially when you're an independent artist. You wear lots of hats. So between managing yourself, being your own promoter, being your own publicist, like doing that. So it felt good for once to finally delegate and say that wasn't something that I had to actually worry about. I could actually let my friend handle that. My dancers now would come in last minute and just be the artist. You know?
Well, I completely agree with what you said though, because I remember before I even got a cameraman, like how many hats I had to wear. Then finally when I got a cameraman, and I'm a perfectionist, so to give that to someone else, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just have to leave it. I trust him.
You couldn't even watch the playback because you're like, I want to critique it so much because it's not me. No, the worst part for us being artists is being in the editing room. We need to stay out the editing room. Because he was like, nope, do that again. I want this, I want that. And they were like, listen, if you don't stop, that's the worst part for me being in the editing room. I just delete myself from that whole scenario sometimes.
You can be a perfectionist to a degree, right?
You have to be able to respect your team and trust your team that they're going to give you the best possible quality work. You can't do everything. So.
Well, you've definitely got the best team then for all the amazing work that you've been doing.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. As long as people see my vision and at the end result, they get a chance to see that I want to put out quality music. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the best artists don't put out quantity. Every day flood you. But when they do come out, it's like, oh, that's what I was waiting for. Now I can anticipate. Now I can look forward to hearing something because I know whenever it comes out, it's quality. People like Kendrick Lamar. Rest in peace. People like Aaliyah, people like Jay-Z, like people that really take time in their craft and they know that they have to outdo themselves. People like Alicia Keys. You don't hear albums from her consistently, but when an album does come out, it's like, oh, yeah. So quantity.
And just like you as well, like I know you're not releasing heaps of songs like one after the other, but when a song comes out, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be gold, like all the others.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, plus, you're like so down to earth and so humble. Like one of the most humble people I've ever, well, not met yet, but talked to, and it shows, and that's what makes it even better.
But you know what it is? Being on the road with a lot of iconic artists, being on the road with a lot of legends that have lasted for 10s or 20s and 30 years, they're so humble and they've looked past the BS. So me being a young artist, I've actually got a chance to have a step over the other young artists because I took notes from the legends after actually being on stage with the legends, and I took notes so I was able to make new mistakes and not the same old mistakes. And then I've been with millionaires and I've seen people at their rise and at their fall, and you're not what you do. You're the person that you are inside. So because I'm an entertainer, it doesn't make me any bigger than anybody else. And a lot of entertainers lose that humanity within themselves, and like you're not bigger than the soul that you have. And somebody else's soul is nothing different from yours. My job is just to entertain. You can have a 9 to 5 the same way and be just as great.
God, you're so beautiful. Love you. Now, your song Talk My Shit is actually one of my favorites because it's just so damn catchy.
Thank you. I love that song. People really like that. I'm getting really good remarks from that song. People love it. And the premise from that was every artist and every song that you've ever heard in life is somebody just talking their shit. Whether it be a love song, whether it be a breakup song, whether it be an action song, whether it be a happy song, whatever, that's that artist's way of talking his shit. So this is how I talk my shit.
Really good job. And there is a lyric video for it now on YouTube as well. And I gotta say, it is actually the best lyric video that I have ever watched. Like, the lyrics aren't too in your face. And you're still, like, you're really entertaining to watch. So who put that together?
Well, you know what it was? That was me being still being a business mind and consolidating. So how do you get people to know your song but still get a visual? Because 90% of the business nowadays is visual. So I'm going to do a visual lyric video. So that helps to do the music video / lyric video. So whenever the budget comes in where I can do a full music video, that's cool. But now you still get a visual to the song. So I was like, me and my guy, Devo D, that's in the video, he wrote the song and co-wrote the song with me. So I was like, you got to be in it. Because when I'm on stage, if you see my stage show, he's the hype man. So I was like, you got to share this with me. You know the lyrics. And my friend Angel Feliciano, amazing editor, amazing producer and director. And he was like, the visuals that he had, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to specifically push the words and have the words there. That's the tedious process, to have the words where my hands were, to make it a visual masterpiece, as well as you learning the music as well. So it wasn't too much on one side.
Do you think you'll be doing a music video as well, or is that a future project? Or
it is a future project because I still love the music. The music is still getting good reviews and stuff like that. So officially, I want to get an official video. Music videos cost. That's the bottom line. To get a good quality music video, after watching Party of a Lifetime, when I had the mansion, the Lamborghinis and things like that, people expect a certain quality from me. So I want to go back to the basics and go backwards with a regular iPhone video, which is no problem from that. But the thing is, I have set a standard to myself to where it has to be good. And because this is a big song, the visual has to match the audio.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like you said before, you don't want to just be releasing anything.
No, just not releasing anything. I want people to look forward to it, to be a movie. I want people to be like, oh, they look forward to anticipation. 3, 2, 1, boom, there you go.
And you did also film it in a train station. So did you have to get permission to film there, or how did that all work?
Well, and in the business, and I'm sure you know this term, we called it guerrilla style. We went at a time where it was like later in the evening where everybody was home so we can move. So you seen there was limited traffic behind us, but it was just guerrilla style. We didn't get no permits, nothing. We was just like, ready? You don't see anybody coming? Go down, go down, go down. And then we just kept it moving, you know? The performance shots weren't choreographed, it was just released.
Well, it was done really well. Good job. No, you're welcome. And your last song to talk about is Silhouette. So what's happening with this one? Is there a video to go along with that too? Obviously, money is the issue, but...
No, that is necessary. Silhouette, the women love that video. I actually put on my Instagram a silhouette challenge. So I had people from all over the world, people from Europe, people from Asia, people from all over America, and they did a silhouette challenge to my song where they danced behind a silhouette, or they danced in a dark room where you just saw their silhouette. And I put it up there. On my Instagram, you actually see different women from different places all around the world doing a silhouette challenge. I actually want to do a full music video, and I have an idea of how I want to do it, but it's got to be right. And that one might not be as expensive because it's going to be a dark room, silhouette of women, performance shots, but it's going to be sexy. It has to match the quality of the song because the song is specifically speaking to my ladies, enjoying your size, whatever you are, we enjoy your silhouette. And the femininity of what you have is what we love. Trust me.
Was it written about anyone in particular as well?
Actually, no. It was I wrote that one myself. Silhouette was just something that needed to be said. In a world right now where the Me Too movement is out, where women aren't get the respect they deserve, I was letting women know that it's the subtleties that get us. It doesn't have to be raunchy. It doesn't have to be out in your face. But even something as small as your silhouette can be the most biggest thing to us. And we enjoy it.
Gosh, you have a way with words.
Thank you. But when you speak from the heart, it just flows. It's all from the heart.
And that's something I love about you. You always speak from the heart.
Well, that's the point of being in the entertainment business. I hold a responsibility to try and be a blueprint for what I think the human species should be. I just think the world is too crazy right now, and it's like if you want that change, you have to be that change. You have to be the perfection that you want to see in others. Be the change that you want to see in others. So if I can use my celebrity as a guiding light to be a blueprint for everybody else to be like, you know what? Let it go. Let the trivial BS people, love your life, love the light within inside yourself. That's what I want to do. And a lot of entertainers don't respect the fact that they are inspiration. Michael Jackson inspired millions. He inspired people that weren't even alive that are still doing the Michael Jackson dance now. Do you understand that responsibility? And there's a lot of artists out here that take that for granted. They do what they want to do, and they're like, they're F the world, and I'm doing me, and don't follow me. But when you take standpoint to be an entertainer, you know that there's a little kid right now that's watching you. Whether parents let him watch you or not, you have a responsibility to inspire, because music is all over the world. And how are you going to push that music out to the world in a way that it's going to make the world better, not worse?
How are you supposed to expect the world to get better if you don't start with yourself, or as Michael Jackson says, start with the man in the mirror?
And you make that change, and because I have a platform to where I can speak to you across seas, you are actually tomorrow today, and we have the platform of the internet. I'm speaking in the future right now. So with that kind of responsibility, it's like I have to make sure everything I says is speaking to the tomorrow crowd right now. So that's just a metaphor for speaking to somebody in Australia. That's the beauty of technology right now, that I have that when I can speak that.
I know, and it's so much better than the phone. I can actually see you. It's like we're there at the same time, but we're not.
Yes, that was the point.
Blows my mind. If you don't believe in magic, this is magic.
And the thing is, the one technology that humans cannot figure out is the human body. And that's the biggest technology in the world. But we can manifest ourselves into technology and put our genius into phones so we can connect the world. So it can be the biggest gift or the greatest curse. Let's use it for good. Let's stop pushing things across the world, our negativity. Oh my God, look how they do it in America. No, I can push my piece to your piece, and we can connect right here through a phone. And as long as it's positive, I can inspire everybody over there with the touch of a dial. Boop. Let's use it for the right way.
Gosh, I could literally talk to you all day, just do a whole interview just about positivity. We're gonna have to do that in the future.
That one, I do a lot of talking to friends of mine, especially in this business. I've been through a lot since I was young, so I was able to grow up fast, but I learned a lot. And especially, I have a very good relationship with my father, and he talks to me, and he actually talks through me because he's a public speaker. So when I'm able to speak and convey my message to people, it's because since I was born, I watched him speak to people and inspire people. So it's like, I don't have to worry about things being written. Speak from the heart. People can tell when you're bullshitting. Excuse my language, but people can tell when you're bullshitting. So speak from the heart. If you want to know who I am, just speak to me, you know?
Aww, this is fantastic. We're going to have to organize like a whole interview just about positivity and changing the world, because I think we could make a big difference.
I'm with it.
Awesome. In the future. Now, since we last spoke too, during all of this hard work making amazing tracks, you've also been working at clubs at night as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
You know, dancers, entrepreneurs have to have 10 to 12 jobs and things like that. So I've been working at clubs, at night, just getting my feet wet, making good connections at the right clubs, the clubs that have celebrities and things like that, making sure I have the connections to push myself as a brand. But what I've been doing a lot more of now is acting. I've always been an actor, but I've left it alone, and I'm really channeling into my acting now. So I'm actually shooting a TV series coming out called Day and Night. I was in another series called Kitty City, and I've been part of the Screen Actors Guild for over 20 years, but I've left it alone. But I was in Step Up 3, so I'm really trying to hone this acting stuff, and then as well getting my music placed into the shows that I'm in. It's beautiful.
That's great. You got to make the connections, as we know.
You got to be the triple threat.
Yeah. Now, on March 16, you posted a few photos on Facebook with Tyra Nicole and wrote, "That's a wrap." And you said you're a triple threat, which we already know, but are you allowed to talk to us about this project?
That's the project Day and Night. So series, we wrapped it, but oh my goodness, knock on wood, we have to reshoot. We're doing some reshoots this week because a hard drive had a crash, so we lost a lot of footage. So when I said it's a wrap, you shouldn't say things too early, but this week we'll be wrapping up the series and it coming out to internets everywhere. It will be online, and it's going to be such quality. I have such good actors around me, and she's a great writer. So when you see it, Tara Nicole, she's also the main actress next to me. But when you see the writing of it, you're like, oh, this is not some new stuff. She's a beast. She's actually a beast. So I can't wait for that.
Well, you got to be careful next time. Don't jinx it.
Yes. Listen, I'm not going to say it's a wrap until we actually get the cuts back and say, here's the final edit. That's what I'm going to say it.
Now it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yes. Well, that's fantastic. And throughout your career, you know, as you mentioned before, you looked up to artists like Michael Jackson and Prince. And as I've mentioned before, something I love about you is that you're always so dedicated to get it right. Have you always grown up with that mentality?
It goes back to being somebody that was always in front as well as behind the scenes. So because I was a dancer, I was always in my craft. But then when I started choreographing and being the person behind the scene looking at a visual, that's when you became more of the perfectionist. That's when I became more of, okay, it's a visual thing, so it has to stick right. And the problem is I stuck with that with every aspect of my career. So even on the series, there's certain things that I want to do over, and they were like, you just did that take, fine. Stop overthinking it. Stop being a perfectionist. Don't overthink it because you can ruin it like that. But being a perfectionist, I mean, I'm the poster boy for Leo. So Leo's like, we're very testosterone alpha male. It has to be perfect. And especially because I can't show myself in any other way. But the thing is, the saying that I have to live by, and a new saying that I tell a lot of people, is that you're never perfect. You're always perfecting. Because when you're perfect, hit a wall. I'm perfect, so I can't go no place but down. See, everybody's trying to hit perfection. No, you cannot hit perfection. You are always perfecting. So if I'm always perfecting, there's no ceiling to where I can go. If I'm perfect, I'm stagnant. Oh, I've hit perfection. I can't go down. And no matter what religion you believe in, the one most high within you, whether you look up, he's always perfecting. That's why he's always finding new ways to do things. He's always looking at the perfection that you can find within yourself. Because if we walked around perfect, we do nothing but die after. Always perfect. Never perfect, always perfect.
I love that. I'm going to have to write that down and put it on my wall. I got like heaps of motivational quotes, and that should be one to add to it. And talking about mentality as well, you are one of the most positive, humble, and motivated people I know. Have you always been like this as well? Or do you ever have your down days? I want to know.
I actually do, but like I said, again, hanging with the legends, it let me realize that, especially traveling the world, coming to see you in Australia, coming to do your shows, like, you're bigger than your block. A lot of people get stagnant within their mind and stagnant within their surroundings to not know that there's something bigger than you. So being blessed to be able to travel the world, it let me realize, humble yourself. A lot of people in their neighborhoods, they're the king of their neighborhood. But then outside your neighborhood, nobody knows who you are. Humble yourself. Like being, an elder told me, another saying, he said, if you are something but you act like it's nothing, you'll be everything. Stay humble. Being people that are really over cocky, people that are overly cocky, sometimes it's a shield. That overly cockiness is to hide that perfection, that imperfection within themselves. And the cockiest people, most of the time, are the most insecure, especially bullies. Because I was bullied. But that was a lot of insecurities of what was happening at home. What's happening here? Why are you holding this shield up to make it seem like there's something that you're not? Humble yourself. Like there's so many things in this universe that are bigger than you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Love yourself. My guiding light is phenomenal. It is cosmic. It is orgasmic. But knowing that, who said it best? Oh my God, Erykah Badu. If you go to Erykah Badu's song, she has a saying. She says, a man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. So Erykah Badu saying, she said, a man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. So a man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. And it took me years later to hear that saying, and I was like, wow. If you really know yourself, you'll know how small of you a person or a speck that you are in the grander scheme of things. So the person that knows something knows that he doesn't know really anything at all. So that's the core of why I'm humble. those are the foundations of why I realized to stay humble. Treat people how you want to be treated, because you never know what they're going through. You never know who they end up being. The person that you talk down with 2 years from now might be your boss. So you have to make sure that everybody that you treat with a certain amount of integrity, dignity, and you let them leave feeling, knowing that you leave a lasting impression that, even if I don't ever meet you again, I sparked something that was in you that you sparked in yourself. And I tell people, when I do anything for you, how you pay me back is when it comes time, you do the same thing for somebody else. Whatever blessing you get is going to be somebody that needed that blessing when you needed it. Same time, same way you got it, gave it to you, or somebody opened the door for you, you open it for somebody else. That's the way you can keep it going.
Yeah, pay it forward, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Now, even though you've already achieved so much in your career, Amin-Ra, what else can we expect from you in the future? You working on some new songs?
I'm working on a few new songs. I can't give too much, because if I give the title of the song, it'll give it away in a way that I want to make sure it's copywritten before I do it. It's a slogan. It's basically what I can say. It's a slogan of something that's out now, but I'm giving a name to it. So before I do something like that, and right now I'm at 24 Hour Fitness. It's a gym in New York, gym in Jersey. And what happens is I'm working on a workout video coming soon for women, for plus size women. So what happens is there's a dance company out called Pretty Big. My friend, shout out, her name is Akira Armstrong. She started Pretty Big, and she danced with Beyonce, but she was always a big girl. And it's her and like a few members, and they were always stereotyped. They were always looked at. I need the two women specifically to be behind me, slim. I need all of that, and they broke barriers. They've been on world tours. They've been in and out off on TV. And what we're going to do is, because I've been on tour and people in the audience look like them, normal people, women that are 21 to 40 that are just home, that look like, okay, I want to be comfortable within my own skin. So we're starting a new movement, and I'm doing a workout video for big women, for big girls. So things that they can do at home, to where you don't even have to change how you look. You can change how you look if you want to, but you don't necessarily have to. But I need you to be able to breathe within your own lungs, breathe within your own body, and be comfortable and movement within your own skin. So it's coming big, yes. So that's what's coming up between the new music, the fitness video, these movies. It's gonna happen. I have to make it happen. I have to be a complete brand in every way, shape, and form of it.
So for those that want to go follow you on social media and check out when they're gonna come out, where should they go? What's your social media handles?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, SoundCloud, all of them at BAM to Amin-Ra. That's BAM, the number 2, AMENRA, at BAM to Amin-Ra. So everybody knows me as Bam Bam in the dance community. But then when I moved over to singing, my real name is Amin-Ra. So I'm going from BAM to Amin-Ra. Okay, www.aminraofficial.com. YouTube, you can catch my videos, AMNRA1. Again, that's AMNRA1. When you see it come up, there's somebody else that comes up and it says, do you mean this or that? Just make sure you hit AMNRA1. I got some videos up there of some stage shows, some behind the scenes. You're gonna love it.
Awesome. Well, some I gotta check out now too.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Amin-Ra. I really appreciate your time, especially at the gym.
It's good. Rave It Up Radio is my second home. That's my second home. And as soon as I get to Australia, I'm coming out there first. We're going to do exclusives. We're going to party. We're going to act the fool. Just from the New York to Australia connection that we have, it's going to be big. So I can't wait to see you out there. Australia, send for me. Get me out there so I can give you the best show you ever seen.
Absolutely. Everyone go check out his videos and share this interview so that we can get you over here.
Yes, that is goal. That is the goal. I'm going to give Australia something that they've never seen before, and we're going to party. We're going to have fun, because y'all know how to party. I went out there for tours, out there when I first met you for the Good Vibrations tours. I was out there with different people with different things, and it's like, yo, the vibe in Australia is so much love. Oh my gosh, I gotta get back there. Minus the 24-hour flight. Which is the only part that I'm like, oh. But as soon as I land, whoo, we gonna do it up.
Roll in the dough and you'll be able to come first class.
Yes, those first class seats are wonderful. I even take business because on Qantas, those business classes are kind of sexy.
Exactly. Do that then, and then it will just go quickly. But for those who don't really know who you are, and I'm going to say this straight down the barrel of the camera here, that he totally means it when he says he's going to go all the way. So I've known you for several years now, and I know that you will, so it will not be a letdown, guys.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Shout out to women like you, strong, positive women that are doing the independent thing. We appreciate you, and we see you, and you are loved. Trust.
Oh, thank you. And I gotta say, when Rave It Up is, you know, like the Ellen DeGeneres show as a TV show, you are definitely coming on. I'm like gonna fly you over.
I'm ready.
And if I ever come to New York, because I haven't before, I've gone to LA and a lot of other places in the States, but if I ever come to New York, I'm hitting you up.
Oh, you're taken care of. We're gonna party. Oh, you're gonna never want to leave. Same way I feel when I'm in Australia, I'm gonna make sure you get that same feeling in New York City.
Absolutely. I'll show you heaps and, you know, introduce you to amazing contacts over here, and you can do the same for me.
You know I will. I definitely got you. I know I will.
Absolutely. There you go. I got a place to stay too. Free accommodation.
Yes, no, you do. You definitely do. 150%. You definitely do.
Thank you so much. And as we've said before, Rave It Up is your second home, so you're welcome on anytime. Just hit me up. You've got all my contacts.
So I'm going to be hitting you up, and I'm letting you know when we drop this fitness video, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to get out there because there's so many women out there that want a way to work out and be comfortable and be able to breathe even just walking and do things that they can do, love themselves on an everyday basis. And don't necessarily have to be a size 0, 1, or 2, but you can love yourself in what you do. Love yourself, and, you know, that's what it's about. Within, you have a light and a spark that nobody can take from you. Each and every individual human being has a light and a spark. You just have to tap into it and find it. And don't let nobody take it from you. Nobody.
Absolutely. There you go. Listen to Amin Ra, guys. He's got the best advice.
That's my thing. Thank you so much, Lauren. Thank you, Rave It Up Radio. Big things to come. Talk my shit in digital stores everywhere. Silhouette in digital stores everywhere. FINAO in digital stores anywhere under Amin Ra. AMEN-RA. So when you're on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, anywhere you want to get it, just make sure you hit that dash because there's a few of us out here, but that's my government. Amin Ra. Let's get it.
Well, I hope you'll enjoy today's interview. And if you'd like to check out any of our other interviews, make sure to visit our website, raveituptv.com. All the podcasts and videos are there for you to enjoy. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.